I mean, he got the Player of the Year award. Obviously, we all know that. He's calling rank about who should put the ball in. Who's the most inspirational player that you ever played with? Club or country? For Nigeria, England under 21s, for Newcastle, whoever, or the Netherlands, Liverpool?
Oh, you put me on the spot there, because I was lucky to play with the Dutch national team when they were still really good. And at Liverpool, and honestly, we got a lot of players I can name, but inspirational. I think this shows that this is also what we were lacking the last couple of years. We were saying that during the game, how he's commanding everything. He's like putting everybody in his spot. Now changing free kicks. So that's what you need. That's what a player. And
top players.
That's like a captain.
I still need a name. Who do you think inspired the team the most? Because you had Gerrard, but he was very young, so you probably didn't
I had
say
a young
him.
Gerrard. Carragher was still young. We had Gary McAllister. I think he was one of the. I think he was the how do you say that? The cement or
the glue that holds everything together.
Yeah. I think that's why we won all those trophies in 2001. We had a good balance as well, but then we had Gary Mack, and he was just.
He's experienced as well.
Everything he said
for
was
me,
spot on.
You've got the number 9, Alan Shearer here. Obviously, as a young boy, seeing him, score lots of goals and getting a chance to play with him. He was the heart and soul of this club. While he was here, he was obviously our leader.
How did he lead exactly?
He led by what he did on the pitch. His professionalism was second to none. Everything that he did with a purpose, and he dragged us along with him. He expected a certain level from everyone, but he did it himself. And on the pitch, obviously, like you say, Van Dijk making calls. Telling us what we should be doing on the pitch. He was very vocal like that as a captain.
We said as well during the game, like you have to play well. You can't be like. Of course, it helps when you play well, because then they start listening to you as well.
Absolutely.
Out of interest, where's the line between being inspirational by leading and being professional on the pitch, and being scary? You often hear about Roy Keane being scary. I've heard stories that Alan Shearer could get physical when he needed to get physical,
Yeah, but thankfully it was against the opposing team most of the time. But yeah, he
must have had words of you in the dressing room
absolutely.
at times.
And there were many times when we weren't playing to the standards that we were expected to play for and in those moments you need people to step up and call people out. And I think it doesn't happen so much nowadays. I think.
But imagine that team: Roy Keane and Peter Schmeichel.
That
was another character.
That would have been a scary team.
Jaap Stam, he wrote it in his book as well, and every time I speak to him, he's still talking about the goalkeeper like that. He's like, this guy was commanding, and he was like, every minute you had to be on your toes and be ready, because otherwise he would be in your neck, and that's what you need.
That scary authority.
Yeah.
Were you a scary man on the pitch?
No,
you think
I
your
was
teammates are
shouting
scared?
a lot, but it was more like, no, I needed to be aggressive for myself, just to put me up there, and just I need to be lively, and of course you need to. I was commanding as well, and I was the last one. Sami Hyypiä, obviously he was the big guy. He had amazing impact, just like Van Dijk had. But he wasn't talking so much. So I did a lot of talking. But that's what you need. Like
some players do their talking on the ball. What they do, the way they command, and others are more talkative. In this day and age, you don't get as many people talking and shouting at each other as you did when we used to play, and I think that but when it does happen, you notice it, and you see the likes of Van Dijk, marshalling his team and really driving the team forward. I actually noticed when it was 2-2, he was talking to Robertson actually, and really sort of, I don't know, it got quite heated, but he was obviously trying to urge his team to just keep on playing, keep on not forcing the ball so much, and just play free. And obviously it pays off when you have characters in your team who can lead like that.
Well, you can't win the title probably if you don't have a character like that. Man City have got the company who's been there and done that. Manchester United had so many leaders and captains on the pitch. Liverpool have Van Dijk.
Yeah, unfortunately we have him now. Because if you, like you said before, it's if you look at the teams the last couple of years, and Man City even. Well, now I think, like I said before, Liverpool has a balanced team as well. They have top strikers, they have a great goalkeeper, they have a great defender, and that used to be Man City. Man City had the best player of the world almost in every area and every position.
Twice.
And that makes a difference. But fortunately for us, we're getting closer.